The biggest thing you'll notice about these two phones is the sheer difference in size. iPhone has a standard 3.5-inch screen. Google's decided to go with a 4.65-inch screen. Both phones are still pretty thin. Both feel pretty good in your hand. I'll turn on both of these. Standard slide to unlock on the Apple. Nice little rotary unlock the camera or unlock the phone on the Nexus. Screens, both really sharp, both really bright. Apple still sticking with its standard screen full of squares since about 2007, no changes with that. They do add the slide down notifications in iOS 5, which is a nice little feature. Google has its widgets, which probably are one of the more powerful things that it offers when you compare it to the iPhone. You can see my gallery here, you can see my calendar here, Facebook and Twitter widgets, etc. Not to mention customizable home row with groupings. That being said, iPhone 4S is quite fast with its launcher screen. You can see there's no lag in the sliding. Launching apps is actually pretty fast as well, and return to home is fast, no lag. Other things about these phones that make them stand apart from each other. The Nexus definitely is more refined, I would say. It has little things about it, like recently used apps that give you a thumbnail preview of what's going on. Let's see if I launch my work email and then go home and then go back, you can see a thumbnail there. Apple recent apps are just tile icons of what you've done. So that's a pretty big difference. What else? I would say app drawer. Again, there's no app drawer from on the iPhone, and everything's on your home screen. Nice design on Android 4 with their UI here. They've made everything sort of appear from the back. Nice and smooth, no lag. Let's see if I go home now. Pull down notifications on Android as well with a tab for settings. This is a feature of the ROM I'm running right now, but the pull down for notifications is there on all the Nexuses. What else? Complaint about the Nexus is the camera and how it's not that great when you compare it to a phone like the iPhone 4S. The 4S does have that really nice 8-megapixel camera. Galaxy Nexus has, I believe, a 5-megapixel camera, which is okay, but it's certainly not going to win any awards, especially when you compare it to nice cameras that are in phones like the Samsung Galaxy S2. You know, it does take okay pictures, but I don't know. If I was choosing a phone based on my camera, iPhone 4S is definitely in a different league. That being said, Google does have some neat features with its camera. They added a panorama mode, which is sort of cool. You do have things like instant upload for Google+, which is sort of cool. And so it's nice to be able to have these little features, especially when you have the power of Android and you can sort of multitask properly and do different things with it. But sheer camera-wise, in terms of quality, iPhone 4S is definitely the way to go. So, if you have one of these phones, what do you have over the other phones that you can say, hey, my phone can do this, but your phone can't? Well, if you have the iPhone 4S, you have Siri, which is this awesome integrated digital assistant, which can help you with anything from finding a Chinese restaurant to scheduling an appointment with your doctor. It's really, really cool. So if I use Siri right now for as an example, hey Siri, what are you wearing?
Silicate glass and stainless steel. Nice, huh?
So Siri has a little bit of a sense of humor, if you will, as well. If you have the Galaxy Nexus, you have Google Wallet, which is pretty neat as well. You can assign payment cards. There's a prepaid card with Google, and you can also register a Citibank MasterCard. There is a near-field communication radio in the back of this phone that allows you to pay for things without actually taking your wallet out. And so that's sort of cool as well. It's probably not as impressive as Siri, but it is different. And so if you've got the iPhone, you can say, hey, you don't have Siri. And if you have a Nexus, you can say, hey, but I can pay with my phone, and you can't do that. So anyway, both really cool features, both independent to each phone.